Good morning, guys. It's Monday. 2018 May. It's not the 10th yet, but it's after the 6th. I know that much. So today's video is another one. This year is a 100-year, almost 100-year-old silver coin. 100 years ago, and for 100 years previous to this, I should say, this was worth the same as it was in 1821 as it was in 1921. And that's an amazing concept considering, you know, how everybody is trading in this crypto space and trying to increase their purchasing power or valuation based on the idea that, you know, something like this that holds intrinsic value is going to be worth a hell of a lot more than it is in the current moment. And remember, I said this for 100 years held the same value. There was plenty of scams. There were plenty of people creating fake versions of these coins, but they were in certain, back then there were many different ways to test whether or not they were legitimate. Even if you weren't a miner and even if you didn't have a silver testing, there were ways for the common person based on the ringing of the coin or on how it reacted to other elements to determine whether or not it was the real deal. And we're figuring out that here just in this space of these virtual token trading that we're doing in this space. I don't know if we want to call them wealth redistribution tokens. Wealth is a bad term. It brings down like what's going to happen today with the SEC on Ethereum. Anyways, the reason I bring this up is because one of the leaders at LinkedIn is going to start a tool or a website or something to use so that you can determine which ICOs are legitimate and which aren't. ICO, legitimate. Come on, people. I mean, everybody's creaming over the idea that another guy in a tie is going to tell you which way to go when it comes to trusting a promise. Dude, crypto's about certainty and avoiding uncertainty. The very idea that ICOs have entered into the crypto space makes me cringe because there's nothing certain about an ICO. It defines uncertainty, and everybody should be like avoiding the idea that legitimate would enter into that word whatsoever. And I find it just ironic that the number of just people following, like, you know, the Pied Piper over the cliff is just laughable. And then they make fun of this space, this wealth redistribution virtual exchange that we're participating in, or proof of contracts. We gotta come up with a better word, you guys. I have no idea what to call this space. I mean, we could just call it the P3D space for those that think that that's the only one, but, you know, I'd like to think that there's more than 5 Solidity developers in the world and that 3 of them work at P3D. I'm almost being led to believe that that's the case. And if that is the case, it's a sad state of affairs when only a few $1 million of market capitalization in the crypto market is in this space. And it speaks volumes as to why anonymity as a marketing tool is kind of weak. I'm hoping you can see that. Another long video, sorry for all the time. Wanted to say other things, maybe I'll say it in the water today. I really enjoy you guys paying attention on my journey. Hopefully, you know, one of the things I want to do now in this space, even though it's not the agenda of my channel, I want to know, you guys, how we can get regular people to start doing videos on their divs. Adam Hull was a king in this space because every day he'd show his divs. And nobody's showing their divs right now because the valuation of the coin is so much more of a factor that people are taking into consideration. And also, I don't know if there's a way to do a contract, but I don't know. I'm not going to say like I know what a good idea for a contract is. You know, I have no idea. I'm not going to sit here and pretend. I'm going to wait for other ideas to come along until I can really put my mind around something that would keep the divs coming in. Because that's what made BitConnect so, and Devor and USI Tech and all these guys. The divs. How do we get more divs, guys? I'm covering way too many topics, aren't I? Later.